Hello, survivors, and welcome back to another episode of Will You Survive?
The podcast. Okay.
Today, and only today, this is not a regular thing. I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Eric and TJ.
They're going to be so confused if this is the first episode they listen to. And then they'll go back and they're like, oh, these stupid fucks are in every episode. What do you mean?
They're like, man,
It's
I was
only this
really
episode.
hoping he was telling the truth there.
TJ is a clone.
I am a clone.
It's not the real TJ.
The real TJ died
Eric
in 1996.
Eric is TJ's clone.
That's true. I'm black.
The original Eric was assassinated by the Clinton administration in 1942.
And before that,
Boom.
I was, before that, my original clone was assassinated by Abraham Lincoln right before he was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth.
I remember that. I was there for that.
Mm-hmm. The
I
original
always
Eric
knew
was
there were
actually
two shooters.
besties. Yeah, the original Eric was actually besties with John Wilkes Booth, but John Wilkes Booth was just getting revenge for the assassination that Abraham Lincoln did on Eric.
If there was
Because Abe Lincoln knew he was going to lose the primaries.
if there was only one shooter,
I'm just
how
saying.
does he have a
Probably
hole
two
in the
Eric.
front and the back of his head? That's two holes.
The questions are there. Nobody has the answers.
That was so absurd that it was so funny. I can't believe that made me laugh.
And you
That
know
was
what? While you're
terrible.
at it, JFK definitely too.
Now that we went off
It was
on
his
a
wife.
tangent there, I was just fucking around. These guys are always here,
His wife was a Mossad agent.
and they always do shit like this. So you go back and listen to all of our podcasts. They're going to be rambling about these kinds of things all the time.
Rambling.
It's
like
good stuff.
Spitting the truth.
You'll enjoy it. Like, for instance, neither one of them are going to deny that they believe birds aren't real. They are drones.
No, yeah, I believe that. Yeah, 100%.
And they'll talk about it for
That's not even a bit.
time and time again.
Show me one bird.
Especially penguins.
Whoa! Don't
I think they might be real.
shit on penguins.
Nah, what are they hiding
But I
from
also
us?
think,
They're
yeah,
real.
I agree. What's between those legs, huh?
They're-
I'm gonna take that clip so out of context.
Before we devolve into pure madness, we watched the movie The Book of Eli. It's from 2010, so sorry, we're not going to warn you that we're spoiling things here. And we are going to try to add our twists of survival in this because it has some interesting twists and turns all the way through it. And there are, of course, survival elements in this post-apocalyptic scene. And with that, I want to bring in the co-hosts here, and we'll talk a little bit about what you thought in a general sense of the Book of Eli.
Well, this was a very non-religious movie, so I don't know if there's much to say there.
I was gonna say, why do we even have this podcast? If all you need, if we're trying to teach people how to survive things, and all you need is Jesus. Why are we even? We just might as well just steer towards a religious podcast, really.
we just become a Bible study podcast.
Yeah, dude. If you promise to God in the apocalypse that you will carry the final Bible to Alcatraz, dude, you have infinite immunity towards bullets, except when you don't.
Yes. So here's the thing. I don't think he promised to God that he would do that. I think God said, you're going to do this. And he said, okay,
I'm going to do this.
I guess I'm going to do this. Because that tends to be God's thing throughout the Bible, is it's a lot of people being like, I don't want to do that. And God's like, you're going to do that. And they're like, fuck, I'm going to do that.
I'm going to do that. And didn't he actually say something of that sort when he was talking about the fact that he's telling I forget her name, Mila Kunis, Solara. He was telling Solara that he had forgotten much of what the book meant, and he wasn't doing what the book says as much as protecting the book, and that he wasn't. And she said, "What?" And he said, "Doing more for others than you do for yourself."
Yeah, to me, it was kind of like a moment of like, it was almost like he was becoming materialistic of it, where he was willing to almost give up anything for this item, which is, don't get me wrong, I definitely think the Bible is powerful, but it's like, it to me, it's similar to when people want to protect the building, the church, the building,
right?
And you're like, no, the church is the people,
right?
Not the building. The Bible is the word, not the physical book. He had it all in his head, and I think that's what he realized, is that I don't need the physical
I would like to bring up first blunder immediately. Do you realize how much space Braille takes up? Braille takes up a lot of space.
But
that
book, much larger book.
The entire Bible in Braille is 6 feet long in multiple volumes. God. So he would have had just like the first part.
Guy had Genesis. That was all he had.
Yeah, just like, in the beginning.
I would like to point out that this took a tremendous amount of commitment on TJ's part because he is vampire. So watching this movie was like burning his eyeballs the entire time.
A lot of sunlight in this movie too.
A lot of sunlight. I don't think there was. Were there any freaking night shots other than when he was in the
sleeping?
Yeah, he was sleeping at the 2 times when you see him sleeping.
Yeah, well, one in the very beginning.
Well, 3 times.
He's feeding the rat.
But you don't get to see outside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you assume it's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not a lot of night shots. And the day shots have a very 2010s vibe.
Yeah. And the green screen.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how not good some of the shots were with it. Like when they're on the boat.
Yeah, the boat was bad. Also, all the wide shots that they would do, or like him walking off into the landscape, they were all very
there was
2010 CGI moments.
There was one shot that I thought I bought it. You could scrutinize it, pause it, stare at it, and see, okay, this is all fucked up. Is when he's walking on that curved overpass and it's all dilapidated and broken, and I'm looking at it and thought that one's pretty good, but it's only because it's nothing but sky in the background.
Yeah, but when they would do the large wide zoom out, and it always had that kind of white misty grainy film.
It has Resident Evil.
Yes, exactly.
It's like,
it has Resident Evil
5 we were
film
playing?
on it. Yeah,
it has that
100%.
I don't know why all movies and all games were like this during the 2010s.
Yep, you're so right.
Funny you were talking about the game Resident Evil. I was talking about Resident Evil 3. I think that was Afterlife.
Oh yeah, it has that vibe too.
That's what I was thinking of with the CGI level of that when they flew into Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, no. So what we're talking about, I think, is yes, the CGI. I agree. I think we're talking about the film, not the movie, but the graininess, the film,
the dirtiness,
over the camera, the dirtiness. It's so Resident Evil 5 coded. It's crazy. Resident Evil 5 it's almost
so
identical.
Resident Evil first season of The Walking Dead type blur to it.
Yeah. I like it. I mean, it definitely serves its purpose.
No, I love this movie.
But it definitely shows
top 100
It
list.
shows its age. I want to get your physical top 100 list.
Dude, my top 100 list? Goated. What was I was going to say something.
Well, let me let you think of that and bring up the fact that, as you were saying, if all you need is Jesus, you know, we wouldn't even need to put this podcast. But the most important part of what he was saying, and I think he repeated it a few times, 2 at least, was people had more than they needed, and they didn't know what was important or what was precious, I think he said. And they threw away all the things that now they were using as currency. I've done on a live a couple of times, what would currency be in a post-apocalyptic world? And none of the things that I saw in this, I mean, imagine those KFC wipies, those wet wipes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's wild. That does make sense, right? Cleanliness. We just talked about that. Real.
Them bitches would have been dried out.
Oh, no doubt.
Hella
no
dried
doubt.
Out.
But I think
it's novelty, the wildness of.
Yeah, I mean, either that or it's they still had some water, dip it in some water, kind of rehydrate it a little bit. But I think he said, what did he say? We would throw away the things that we kill people over now.
Yeah, we kill each other for now.
Yeah.
Which is, it's crazy. This was honestly also kind of Rango coded.
I was thinking about Rango. For some reason, every time I see a town
cartoon?
like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with Johnny Depp's a freaking
the water
chameleon.
Is scarce. There's almost no water. I'm always it's Rango.
No, and every time I see one of those towns where it's just one road, and I just imagine the freaking little bank they had in Rango with the giant jug of water.
That's what I was imagining. When they went to the spring, I was like, oh, it's the vault.
Yeah, like
The vault.
dude, Rango. I love Rango.
Great movie. We should watch Rango for the podcast.
Oh shit.
Rango might be in my top 100.
That's a valid top 100. Not gonna lie, Rango's a dope movie. Okay,
Rango,
but
yeah.
about this movie.
Cat people. The dead cat warning.
Oh.
First shot of the fucking movie. Dead cat.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I thought
guess
you were
what?
talking about. I thought you were talking about the traitor scene.
Nah, I'm talking. The first scene in the movie is him with a bow shooting a hairless cat, and that's where he because I was thinking about that, and then when he was trading the fucking cat oil, he's like, "You got any chapstick?" He's like, "I got cat oil." You fuck do you mean
right.
you got cat oil?
That's right.
Bro was rendering down the cat. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Which is
but at
it's
least
something
it's
you
like,
do in a survival situation. You know, you got to use every part.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. Like,
I'm sure
at
he
least
used
nothing
it
was
for
going to
a
waste.
sock or something.
Well, I think we might have talked about this. You know that in a dire situation, you can use the oil on your nose for chapstick.
Oh, ew.
You can also use the
Ew.
oil in your nose to.
If you're
Yeah, he fed the cat to the rat.
Oh, I did. I loved the irony there. That was
Yeah.
funny.
You could also
gotta
use
come
the
get
sweat
it.
on your or
It's
the oil on your
cat.
nose to pop all the fizz on top of your soda if it starts to overflow.
See, I knew about that.
I mean, you could do that. It doesn't even have to be the oil on your nose, just the sweat.
You just gotta.
So you do the same thing. If you pour a beer and too much head, you
No
you
such
take
thing.
take some sweat off your brow and touch it. It'll pop it all.
Which head would also be a valid currency in this world.
Yeah, the big bad guy tried to.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know
He
what?
didn't
I
try
would have
to.
folded.
Who,
And
Mila
that's
Kunis?
that. Yeah, that's what That's why God wanted chose me for this journey.
And that's why you're not God's toughest soldier.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, every time you call me God's toughest soldier, this is what I imagine.
Fucking the Book of Eric. Imagine he's just doing the fucking sing, 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 sing.
Yeah, could you imagine me?
Dude, that's so funny.
I don't know. I'd move pretty confident.
You're
if I
basically
was-
built like Mila Kunis at the end of this movie. That's
If I was like, oh, God has made me untouchable, I'm so confident.
dude. The scene, like the first scene where we first get to see him like fight when he like under the overpass or whatever.
Yep.
When he's like, dude was like, fucking kiss him. And he's like, I think he meant kill him. He just like backs into the
that was
darkness.
a fucking cold ass. line
Hella
there.
cold.
Kiss him.
He's like,
He's in shock.
He's in
I
shock.
think he meant kill him.
and then back to
That's
dude, love
fucking.
Denzel Washington.
He literally fucking he spelling corrected him.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah.
Spell check.
He said actually he meant kill him asterisk.
A survival thing they did in this movie is they checked everybody's hands
Yep.
because if you eat too
What
much
the hell was
human
that
meat,
about?
The shake.
you start
Oh
to shake.
yeah.
That's why TJ's hand. That's his shooting hand too.
This is just my normal state.
Yep.
I eat
Yeah,
people.
that's crazy. That's
Anyways.
crazy. It's like almost zombie like, but it's
Yeah,
Nah,
it's
but-
like the prions or whatever they're
Yeah.
called that do that.
It got a little wild there, huh?
at the house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where he was like, "Nah, we're leaving these cannibals," and they're like, "Just kidding. Guess we're hanging with you a little
Yeah.
longer."
he's like, we gotta go. She's like, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
make sandwiches.
Why did
I
why
found
did-
some meat.
why did the old guy show them?
Yeah, all the
Oh,
yeah.
maybe he wanted to know that they were on their side.
I mean, like I immediately thought of like cannibal. They had a fucking death pit out front.
Yep. But
Yeah,
but
I mean, you gotta.
but the fact that
wonder.
they kept him was a little weird. Like they let them live was a little weird.
I mean, that to me felt like Eli was saying, like God was protecting him. So that to me was just like when they would normally just shoot, they decided not to.
Which was really funny when they said she said, that voice that talks to you, did it say anything? We're going to get out of this alive, both of us. Did it say anything about us? Nope.
Didn't say nothing about you.
So it didn't mention you.
Now, just a cross-reference here. Gary Oldman
Yes.
played a wonderful bad guy in this. I think he's played a bad guy a few times.
Was
Yeah,
he
he's-
the
he's
guy
got
who played the
range.
DEA agent in The Professional?
I believe that is him.
Is that him?
Yes.
Because he
played
gave similar
Commissioner-
vibes.
He gave
And-
he played Commissioner Gordon in Batman.
Yes, he did.
That's true.
He played
Yeah.
Commissioner
It's
Gordon.
that guy.
Yep.
He's a great
He's good-
actor.
yeah, he's
Dude,
got range.
that's Harry Potter's uncle, his godfather.
Serious.
Yes.
Guy's got
See,
range.
I always
Fuck.
forget that
All
'cause
over
he
the
doesn't-
place.
I don't. He's I always forget that he plays him. I also always forget that Robert Pattinson is in that shit.
Oh yeah, Cedric.
Yeah,
right?
and then he pops up, and I'm like, oh, I forgot about Cedric. How did I forget about Cedric?
Yeah. Wow, what's his name? Gary what?
Oldman.
Gary Oldman.
Wow,
He was
fucking
Carnegie.
incredible bad guy.
Yeah, and Denzel Washington has range too. I watched.
Oh yeah, dude.
Training Day recently.
Oh Jesus.
Denzel Washington, just as a person, like he's always just been such a cool figure in Hollywood.
Now, are you guys way too young to remember Fifth Element?
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't know that one, huh?
That's the space one, or like
It's
the girl with the crazy.
Mila
hair?
Jovovich is the Fifth Element. She's like the divine being.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
the
Maddie
I don't remember it that well,
wants to
but I've
chime
seen it.
in. She says she loves Fifth Element.
who?
Maddie, my wife.
Oh.
Likes Fifth Element.
Awesome. The Fifth Element was absolutely freaking wonderful, and Gary Oldman was also the bad guy in that one.
Great bad guy, dude.
Oh dang, he was also the bad guy in Lost in Space in the movie, not the TV show.
No,
I'm
if
fucking
only he
impressed.
wasn't such a shitty. Well, not Gary Oldman, but the character. If only he wasn't such a shitty person. He would have been able to have it translated by the chick.
Yep.
She knew.
Yeah, what I.
Yep.
Well, something I wanted to. Well, two things I wanted to bring up. One, that ending of like the Bible being right there, but he can't read it.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, was very Bible coded. Where in the I've been saying coded a lot. I never use that in my vocabulary, but this episode I've used it 3 times now. But in the Bible, it literally says like those without eyes won't be able to see. Basically saying like like you could read the Bible, but it won't mean like it won't actually affect you. Yeah, am I?
Yeah.
You could read the words, but if you don't, internalize them.
If you don't
and
have the
actually
spirit,
read
Yes.
them.
if you don't have the spirit, it's not going to latch onto you. It's going to mean nothing to you.
Yeah.
That's what this felt like. Is so close. You're right there. You have it,
Well,
but it means nothing.
The reason
to
he
you.
wanted it was so that he could be like a king.
Right.
Which that was my second.
And I'm
point,
sure
is
he
that-
would have done what every other king did and is like, let's rewrite this.
Well, yeah. So that's what my second point was going to be here. Is that I think the bad guy's motive is so real when it comes to the Bible. Like the worst people often want to use it as a source of control or power rather than the
Mhm.
word of God.
Yeah.
Like it's not supposed to. It is a weapon, but not in the way that he was.
He
trying
was
to
like,
use
it's
it.
a fucking nuke.
Yeah, which like it is.
It is.
but not in those hands.
many wars fought over it and for it
Yep.
and such. But like,
In the
not-
same manner that he wanted it.
yeah.
In the exact same manner that he wanted it. Now, just for the reference for maybe this is some WYS gaming shit here. I don't know how much you guys remember Call of Duty Black Ops,
Mhm.
but talk about range. This motherfucker was the voice of Viktor Reznov.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Damn.
He was the same Sergeant Reznov in Call of Duty World at War.
Mm.
I mean, I know there's some pretty famous people.
I
who
know.
voice
I
people
think
in
that's
Call
like
of Duty. But
that's the
only
coolest
like
thing about those games.
the only famous person that comes to mind is Kevin Spacey, and then I'm just like, ew.
Yeah.
yeah.
Kevin
'Cause he's
Spacey
just
from-
Kevin
what was it,
Spacey?
like Infinity War or
Yeah.
Was it Black Ops
Infinite
3?
Warfare.
Infinite
think-
Warfare.
yeah,
Infinity Warfare?
something
Oh.
like that. It's
One of
just
those.
straight up Kevin Spacey. It's so funny.
Yeah. I wanted to bring up, since we're all in a old 2010s looking ass movie vibe. I have a pick for the next movie for my pick.
Is it Riddick?
Nope.
Because this also gives me Riddick vibes.
You
The
know,
Road.
The Road.
Oh,
The
that's
Road.
okay.
Never heard of it.
That's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
I've
That-
never heard of it.
It's a
That was a book.
so The Road is about a father and a son in a post-apocalyptic world, and you can imagine not very
Okay.
It is not a happy ending.
no. I mean it's an optimistic ending, like sorta ish. But yeah, The Road.
Okay.
I like that movie.
So
Not a
the
bad
Book
movie.
of Eli.
Yeah, the Book of Eli. Yeah, love a good aged looking Bible with a lock on it. You know what?
The lock was crazy.
The
Yep.
lock was crazy, but like I like the look of it.
Yeah, or him unlocking the Bible and finding out that it was all in Braille is, in my opinion, that was God laughing.
I feel
at
like
him.
you'd be able to tell from like looking at the side,
Maybe.
I feel
He was too busy like staring at it and sniffing it.
yeah, why was he sniffing? Dude, that thing's been on fucking Denzel Washington's sweaty ass back.
Yeah,
for
it didn't
30
smell
years.
good, I'll tell you
30
that.
years he was walking across the United States.
That's right.
So imagine
they
all the
say.
crap he got in, because it does not take 30 years to walk across the U.S. Imagine all the crap he got into for it to take 30 years.
Well, okay, so you bring up a good point that I asked myself. I wonder what your thoughts would be on this. He's walking. He gets to that broken overpass. He sees those two people walking underneath. The road villains, they have a name. I forget what they were calling them.
Roadmen.
But
No.
the roadmen.
Oi,
Yeah,
bruv.
they were the hijackers. You know, they go and they take both of them out. They murk the man. They torture the woman. And then they leave. And he's sitting up there telling himself, stay on the path. This isn't your business. Yeah, not your problem. Stay on the path. Not your problem. And then he gets to that town and hears those motorcycles come into town. Asks the shopkeeper, you know, this bar, does it have water? Yeah, if you can pay for it. Then he decides, after first arguing, no, I'm not going to go. I'm going to wait right here. I'm going to wait right here. Now, okay, I'm going to go. Was that his opinion, in his mind, do you think he thought, well, this is the path?
That is the
I am
path. Like when
supposed
I
to
was watching
take
it,
them
I
out.
was like, well, they're literally in your path.
Yep.
Like, what do you
That's what I
stay
thought
on the
too.
path? It's in your path, and then you get there, and then they're there. So clearly,
Yep.
that's where the big G's want you to go.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a lot of times where, like he said, he told Solara at one point, he said, I don't walk by sight, I walk by faith. And to me, it's kind of like, I don't know, I got to imagine that it's like any other person in the Bible where their story is that I just knew where I had to go. It was like, like he said, it was like something inside of him was telling him where to be going. And I think to an extent, like that's kind of, I don't really want to say the point of Christianity, but that's kind of like a thing where it's like when you're walking in step with God, you know.
Okay.
And then you fall out of it and you're like, oh, shit.
He says it entirely. Word for word. Solara, you know, you say you've been walking for 30 years, right? Eli, right. Have you ever thought that maybe you were lost? Nope. Well, how do you know that you're walking in the right direction? I walk by faith, not by sight. What does that mean? It means that you don't know something. It means that you know something even if you don't know something. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't have to make sense. It's faith. It's faith. It's the flower of the light in the field of darkness that's giving me the strength to carry on. You understand? Is that from your book? I love this. No, it's Johnny Cash live at Folsom Prison.
Yeah.
That was a great, he's explaining faith very well in the mention of, you know, even if you don't know.
It's also
it's in a very literal and spiritual sense, because he's also saying, hey, I'm also blind. I'm literally
you already
walking
went
by
there.
faith.
I was wondering that, and I felt like they confirmed it at the end when he was transcribing the Bible.
You saw his eye?
Yeah.
So my thought was either he's blind or going
blind, but
either of the two. But like definitely once I realized, I started thinking, once I found out that the Bible was in Braille, I started realizing, holy shit, every time he had the Bible out, he had his finger to the page.
Yeah, no, you see him pull it out when he gets to that one house, and it doesn't pan down to like show the book at all. And it kind of, you can kind of like, it looks like he's looking down at it, but he's not. He's just reading it, you know, looking, but his eyes are kind of, so it kind of looks like he's looking down at it. So I don't know, because he knows Braille, right? So he must have already been blind, right? Before like everything happened. But he also asked the blind chick, like, oh, did you go blind because of like the flashes, or were you, you know, or whatever? And she's like, I was born this way. So I think that's how he knew that she knew also how to, you know, read Braille or whatever.
Yeah, I did not clock
So I
that
think he was just
the
blind.
very end.
I don't think he was going blind. I think he was just completely fake.
Which means he's basically Daredevil.
That's, I was gonna be like, guys, I wish you were more comic booky, because like, who do you think would win in a fight? Fucking Eli or Daredevil? One being a Christian, one being a Catholic. Who wins?
Yeah. So Eli, because he has God on his side.
No, but if you read this certain Daredevil comic book, he actually gains the power cosmic, which is power over all.
So God is the reason that comic book exists. So
what you're saying is we need Denzel Washington to play Daredevil.
No,
yes,
that would be fucked.
New MCU reboot. Old ass Denzel Washington as Daredevil.
Hey, although, I mean, this was 2010, not recent, but I believe I read in here that Denzel did his own stunts.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know,
Yep. And all of the hand-to-hand fight sequences, he did his own stunts.
That is sick. I mean, my kind of thought would be like, if my job is literally acting and I get to do a cool movie like this, yeah, I want to do all the cool shit. I mean, teach me in the choreography.
Tom Cruise
I want to learn how to fight.
There. It's like, yeah, dude, I want to hang from an airplane. It has to look real.
No, hard pass on that shit. That shit's crazy. But like fight scenes, yeah, get me in there.
Well, he studied martial arts under Bruce Lee's protege.
Oh, that's cool.
Hella cool.
That was for this movie.
His weapon of choice, that freaking machete, dude, goated.
Yeah.
The freaking shing shing that it was doing, bro. He was sharpening it every night. Hella dope.
Yeah, I mean, I think the movie. I mean, obviously, it's a movie. This is not real life. This was not based on a true story or anything like that. But I think it does do a really good job at explaining faith in like a dramatized way, but also this. Oh God, I literally had the idea on the tip of my tongue, and it just fled.
He literally did everything in this movie on faith. Like there's a whole shootout scene.
I remember.
When he's like still in the town and he has his like pistol and he's hitting freaking headshots.
Yep.
Barely aiming.
Yeah, it's to me, it's the movie showed like it was a great dramatized example of acting and faith. There's something that we call the ABCs of faith. It's action based upon belief sustained by confidence, and it's the action part of it. Where there's a joke. I think I've told you this, TJ, but there's a joke where there's a guy sitting in a basement and he's praying to God to win the lotto, and he keeps praying to God over and over, day after day after day after day, and he's starting to get kind of discouraged because he's like, God, it's like you're not even hearing me. And one day God finally speaks back to him and tells him, go buy a fucking lottery ticket. So it's kind of like it's a joke, but it's like the premise of like, well, you have to actually do something.
Well, yeah,
like
it's like
he's not just gonna drop it in your lap.
Dude's in the middle of the ocean, boat comes by. Nah, God got me. Another boat comes by. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a good one.
Like, God, why didn't you save me? I sent you like 10 boats.
I sent you 3 boats. Yeah, it's the same thing like when I hear people who like the extreme people who are like, oh, I broke my arm, but God will heal it. And I'm like, go to a doctor. Like, God put doctors on the earth. What are you doing? Pray that God guides the doctor's hand, but go get a cast.
You know something interesting about this movie is that the first line of dialogue wasn't spoken for 8 minutes.
Yeah, I'm aware. Because I was doing shit when I first put this movie on, and I had to rewind because after like 8 minutes, I was like, "Oh my God, I was watching a movie." I was like, "I have no idea what just happened in this first 8 minutes."
That heavy breathing that I couldn't figure out at first. Yeah,
yeah, like I just heard like music, breathing, and like random shit like that while I'm sanding a piece of wood, and it wasn't until like somebody started talking that I was like, oh my God, I have no idea what just happened.
So the probably pretty interesting on Denzel Washington's part is it says he shed 50 pounds for this role.
Wow, that's a lot of weight.
That's incredible, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And he didn't look
how old was he
skinny or anything.
This probably 40.
16 years younger than he is now.
Yeah. 2010. Well, that was the release, so they were filming it probably in 2009.
2009 was just a good year for movies. You know, like
what
9.
else?
You ever watch
9?
I
think I saw that. I saw that. That's a little.
It's on the top 100.
I remember someone telling me as a kid, like, "Oh, you're gonna find this movie boring," and then I watched it and I was like, "I don't know. I think it's a little slow, but it's got some pretty action-packed scenes."
You know what's funny is that was the same way I felt about Wall-E.
Mm-hmm. Love Wall-E.
It didn't seem like it was gonna be any good. There was no dialogue, no nothing. You know, for long period of time in the movie.
So good.
And yet I even got my son to watch it. I put it on and no, I don't want to watch it. No, I don't want. And then he just sat there and shut up and watched the whole thing.
Back when Pixar was goated.
Oh, because Wall-E tells such a story by just being him.
Now,
love Wall-E.
Here's another little interesting factoid. Has nothing to do with survival, but I thought this was really interesting because I didn't notice it. But when I read this little factoid, I was like, oh shit, it was true. So the Al Green track playing on the iPod that Eli's listening to is in fact a song by the band Incubus. Denzel Washington spoke about it in an interview, stating, "My son had picked Incubus. If you see in the movie, my head is bopping to a different beat than the music because we were actually playing the song from Incubus." So he's listening to a different song than they played
That's funny.
on the movie. So you're watching it and seeing him nod. It wasn't like that apparent until I go back and look at it again. I was like, oh crap. So those are the kinds of things that I realize on watches of movies that I miss. Like I don't
who's
see
gonna
things like
notice
that.
What does it say? Which Incubus song?
No, I don't. It doesn't.
Damn.
He just, let me see. No, it just says that his son picked the song from Incubus.
All right, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna time his head nods. I'm gonna find
There you
the
go.
BPM and cross-reference it with the BPMs of songs from Incubus.
Yeah,
I bet you it's Drive.
I feel like they could have done like some like prequels to this shit because like
Oh,
30
like
years,
Eli's life before.
you know, there's a lot of stuff happening.
So I agree. When it seemed like Eli's journey was over when he got shot, thoughts? Because I have my thoughts on it, but thoughts?
He was. You know what I want to do? I want to edit your face onto this poster, Eric, and change it to God's strongest soldier. He was God's strongest soldier. He pushed on. He pushed there. Got done with reading out the entire Bible to this guy, and was like, "All right, I'm good. Give me a rock in the yard."
Did you see what I saw, Alex? Like in that moment
Which specifically?
when he got shot?
So I'll tell you exactly what I thought. When he got shot, he was bewildered. It was like he didn't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And my thought process when he got back up was, I'm not going to die on the ground begging you. He stood back up onto his feet. It was like an act of faith saying, I'm not going to die from this.
I feel like there was some betrayal there in his face.
I didn't think betrayal, but like
I thought bewilderment,
or
not
when
betrayal,
he got,
but bewilderment.
not betrayal, but when he got, I agree. I think bewilderment's a good word. I think when he got shot, I think his faith got shaken just a little bit, where he was like, "Oh shit, I thought this was kind of off the table." And to me, that that's pretty consistent with how God functions.
He's like, "Hey, you need to be humbled a little bit.
Bible
Get shot."
stories. Well, where it's like, are you going to continue even when this happens? And something like that, where it's like, I've been immune this whole time, and now all of a sudden there's a bullet in my stomach. And are you going to get back up and trust that I'm going to keep my word?
Now, this might be a little too much for you, TJ, but because of the amount of religious symbolism in this movie, what I will say is that makes perfect sense in accordance with like the Isaiah 50, the names of God.
Mm-hmm.
God warns you when you find yourself in darkness, don't try to strike your own light. You wait in darkness. If you try to strike your own light, you will lie down in sorrow. That's what God says to the prophet when he's telling him, do what I say and don't doubt me. Don't doubt me in the dark, what I've shown you in the light. And when you find yourself in this situation, don't try to strike your own match. I wonder, I'm not positive about the correlation here because this is Hollywood. I don't know that they understand it, but
they showed it.
I don't know if they were trying to say that him giving up the Bible was a betrayal of its own, that it was supposed to be, you should have just trusted me. Why did you do that?
Oh, maybe.
I wouldn't have let anything happen to you.
Maybe, yeah.
To him, but
to the girl, right?
Yeah.
But
well, so that was another thing. When I saw that, I was honestly half expecting him to be like, do it. Because it almost kind of like an Isaac situation where it's like, no, I'm not going to give up anything, or I'm not going to give this up for anything. Nothing is worth more to me than this, not even this girl. So I wonder if it was that, but also like,
now, it could have been more important. It could have been, are you willing to do exactly what this book says?
Well, so that's kind of where...
There is no greater love than one who lays down his life for another.
That's kind of where I was thinking, is like, God obviously knowing his heart and knowing what he knows. It's like, well, you don't need the physical book. The physical book is not God's word. It's God's word. That's God's word. It happens to be written down in a book.
Mm-hmm.
But that book has been translated. I mean, you want to get if the power is in the words themselves, then you have to have the original documents. Or if it's in the physical, then it's the physical original things that it was written on, the scrolls and whatnot. But that's not what we have. We have translations that are mass produced on Bibles that are sold in Walmart. Like,
Eric's actually
is not
a Christian hipster. He reads it in the original language.
Yeah, I read from the original scrolls.
Yeah.
No. I have them in my closet right now.
Translated stuff. I liked the Bible before it was cool.
But before it was cool. I liked it before it was widespread.
I liked it when they would kill you for liking it.
Yeah, exactly. But that's kind of how I took it was, but I also do like that where it's like, okay, well, if you're willing to give it up, like, then this is going to happen. Cause it kind of was like the Bible was this literal shield on him.
Alex would know he was in the Bible. Alex is in the
met
Bible.
Jesus, right?
Alex met Jesus
in those days.
Yeah. He
But
I'm gonna stop. I was gonna say he forged the nails that went through.
Whoa,
No.
dude.
so
Don't go there.
I don't know. I do like that explanation too, but I don't know. I think there's a couple different ways to interpret it. But either way, I do like that it was very much that principle of like just act in faith. Kind of like the whole like if you're sick, get up in faith that you're healed already, and act in faith as if you are already healed and the healing comes. It's not just lay in bed and go, oh God, make me feel better.
So I've been looking for it, and I think that this quote translates to that scene. In all these years, I've been carrying it and reading it every day. I got so caught up in keeping it safe that I forgot to live by what I learned from it. And I think that was the reason. Give it up, which was the more ironic thing, that it was useless to Carnegie.
Yeah.
He didn't have the ability to read it.
Which is it almost makes me wonder, like, it's that tricky thing where it's like, you get into this argument of free will. This is related. You get into this argument of free will with people sometimes where they have a hard time grappling with the idea that God is omniscient yet not forcing your options. Like, God can know what's going to happen. He can know what you're going to do, but that does not mean that you were pre-programmed to make that decision. And a lot of people get stuck in this whole like, well, it's a false sense of choice because I'm predestined to do this. And it's like, no, you're not predestined to do this. He just knows you will do this. I can tell my little sister not to touch the stove, but when she's reaching for the stove, I know she's going to get burned.
Yep.
When she gets burned, it doesn't mean I burned her. I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't do it. She did it. I tried to stop her and she did it anyways. Like, that's how I kind of equate that to God. It's like, he knows what you're going to do. It doesn't mean he's making you do it.
Right.
Because the way I try to explain it to people is like, I could go on Claude and tell it to make me a program that says I love you. That program does not love me.
Right.
It doesn't mean anything if I told it to say that and it's just following a script.
Right.
It doesn't mean anything unless it decides on its own to say that. So that's kind of the same thing with humanity. In order to have real love, you have to have the option to not. And this idea that like you're predestined, I don't believe that. I don't subscribe to that. I do believe in free will, and I think that moment where he gets shot is kind of like, it could be that God in this movie, you know, in this fake universe, God would essentially be like, I know you're going to do this, even though this isn't necessarily what I want, but there's a punishment for it, but the bad guy's still not going to get what he wants.
Right.
And it's like, oh, so this whole time from the very beginning, Eli has been blind, has had this Braille Bible. And it's like, fine, I know, 30 years from now, you're going to make this mistake and this Bible is going to end up in the hands of the wrong guy. But by then, you're going to have the knowledge that you need to have, and it's going to be completely fucking useless to him. And so it's kind of like all planned out and mapped out that I know you're going to do this. I know you're going to deviate from my path, but here's how I'm going to get you back on.
So this is all analogies break down. They don't live up to it, but you would understand the analogy at least is you play chess. Imagine your chess pieces having the capability of doing all of their movements. They do all of their own movements. They're restricted in the same manner that the pieces are restricted, but they do all of the movements on their own, and you spend all of your time watching them move across the board, and you see the outcome. Knowing the outcome doesn't mean you affected the pieces in any way. They did what they were going to do.
Bishop's
You just
gonna
know.
go in a diagonal.
Yeah.
That's it. You just know. Okay. He's going to go here. And I think you understand it better than most would because you understand a lot of the moves, a lot of the strategies, a lot of the openings, a lot of the middle games, the close, and knowing how these things are going to play out oftentimes would allow you to see the analogy better. And it breaks down, of course, because once you add free will to anything, everything gets all messed up.
Yeah, because it's like in chess, you're usually assuming best moves.
Right.
So when someone makes a complete blunder,
just screws everything
you're like,
up.
oh shit, it's almost worse that you did that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, now I have to replan everything because you fucked up so bad.
And if I do this, then did you do that on purpose or did you? But
that's always the
in any
question.
case, I think that's part of in this movie what was trying to be portrayed to us. And the religious symbolism in this movie was astronomical. I mean, in the hijacker scene at the beginning, there was 14:8 written over the bridge, over the overpass where he was standing, and he's like looking around because he smelled them, but he didn't know where they were. And he was looking all around. Well, there was that 14:8 was written, and it's just IMDb and AI's assumption that it was meaning Revelation 14:8, which is Revelation takes place a lot in a post-apocalyptic setting.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take all of these into account, you realize that this movie uses a lot of symbolism from the Bible, from common lore, common theology, and doctrine.
It's interesting. Did you catch that at the end when he puts the Bible on the shelf that there was already the Torah and
The Quran,
the Quran,
and there was
and all that.
Also some other stuff that was related to Judaism, and and then also on the Bible, it said King
Alcatraz
James
Press.
fucking Alcatraz Press.
It makes me giggle because it's part of why they say like the Dark Ages were the Dark Ages is because the Bible was so inaccessible
Hidden.
to people,
Secreted.
and there is, like, in my opinion, there is a correlation to when nations become less Bible centered, that evil starts to creep in kind of very blatant ways in a society. And I know it's a movie. It's not all fact, or it's not the end all be all. But I just find it funny that it's like they had the other ones, but the world is still to shit.
Well,
it's the Bible they were after.
Let's point something out here. At least in history, the Bible was in educational curriculums and not for religious purposes.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible was in educational curriculums because it was viewed as a masterpiece. It's so well written, and the fact that it was written by so many different authors,
And it's been so well preserved.
it's fascinating. You don't have to believe the words in it to understand the literary genius of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sheer ignorance of people who won't even pay attention to the literary genius.
What is it, like 40 authors over 700 years or something like that?
I believe it's even more than that, but yeah.
And the amount of cross references between.
Because remember, it's only canonized. It's how many canonized books, but there were more books.
But how many cross references there are between Old and New Testament, even just old and new, and the way that some of these people would not have even known about the other people at the time of writing their
And I feel like at least one person needs to add a little chapter about Eli, because I feel like he's also in this canon of this movie a part of the Bible now.
Didn't he add to verse 2 of Genesis? That's not the actual verse 2 of Genesis, right? Because it's much shorter. He said like a whole fucking paragraph for verse 2.
Yeah.
Is that the actual?
Did he really?
Yeah.
I would have added shit.
I don't think that was actually.
I don't recall him.
I would have added in there somewhere that, Jesus was brown. Stop painting him white, please.
Of course you would.
It's not his color.
Let me look. I had it here. I just changed pages, so I had to go back because I'm sure I have it here. Oh shit! I went all the way down to the bottom.
Bro doesn't have his Bible app pulled up.
I'm
pulling
looking.
up my Bible app. He's pulling up the transcript of the movie.
I'm looking up for
You
the
actually
movie.
have a Bible app, bro?
I do.
Do you have like an actual Bible? I feel like you'd have like a really annotated, like fucking highlighted.
I do. It's in my car, but I do.
Well, you aren't God's strongest soldier. You're not carrying it on your back at all times.
This looks right. Write everything exactly as I say it. The first book of Moses.
Oh,
called
no,
Genesis,
that's right.
Chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Verse 2. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Verse 3. And yeah.
I don't remember that last line of verse 2. Hey, Christian over here.
God moved upon the face of the waters?
Yeah.
I'm telling your entire church that you didn't know that.
It's a pretty important one.
Yeah, it is. I swear, I feel like I've never seen that part.
Dude,
I've read
God's
Genesis
fakest soldier
a couple
here.
Times.
Yeah.
Hey.
What are the kids?
but
What are the kids saying these days when like you pretend you know something? LARPing. God's biggest LARPer here.
God's biggest LARPer.
I translate it. I'm like, in the beginning, God.
In the
created
beginning, there
earth.
was like nothing
Verse
and
1.
like light and stuff.
Verse 1. In the beginning.
In the beginning. God
created the heaven and the earth. Verse 2. And it was like dark as fuck.
Have you heard
Verse
that
3.
random dude who pointed out that the Bible answered all of physics necessary questions and answers?
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way that Moses would have given two shits about physics.
Yeah, in the beginning, God
time.
created the heavens, space, and the earth,
matter.
mass.
It needed all three at the same time. And physics acknowledges that with the Big Bang.
I heard somebody, Pete Holmes has made a joke about the nothingness people and
I love that one. That joke is great.
The God people. But also...
That's heaven, bitch!
Yeah. Oh, I forgot where else I was going to go with that, but that one's a funny bit. I had another point, but then I got sidetracked with Pete Holmes. Because we were talking about mass, matter, time. I forget.
You're one of those people. Lost my train of thought. I know it. We know what you are.
ADHD?
No. The other one.
Gay.
That's not why.
You know, my wife keeps sending me reels about being, it says, I think she wants the t-shirt, undiagnosed, but something is definitely wrong.
Yeah, that's Eric.
Yeah, I know for a fact it is not what you're talking about because this shit happens when I'm sober. The amount of times that...
now you just gave it away.
Oh, the poor mechanics that I work with, dude. The amount of times that I'm like, yeah, I'll bring the van over right now. And then, like, at the end of the day, I'm like, I so forgot to bring the van over.
Yeah, that happens.
I do it so much. I feel so bad for them. Or, like, what's even worse is when they call me and, like, your van's ready. And I'm like, all right, I'll come grab it right now. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, fuck. And I call them. I'm like, can I grab it in the morning? I'm so sorry.
Like, yeah, if you actually come and get it.
Like, I'm so sorry. They don't care. They're like, yeah, we'll park it on the street.
3 months later, dude, do you know we still have your van? Oh shit, I forgot.
Oh yeah, I was wondering where I was
Dude,
so
I'll come
tight.
grab-
I was
come grab it
wondering
right
where
now.
that was. You mean we have another van?
I literally told them last Thursday. I called them and I was like, yeah, my car. Or last Wednesday, I called them. I was like, yeah, my car is shaking violently. My whole engine block is going. It's not good. Like I think I might have a loose mount or something. And I was like, can I bring it by? And he was like, today's not a good day. What about tomorrow? And I was like, fuck, okay. Well, then tomorrow it stopped doing it.
Oh,
So I totally. Grandpa told me. Grandpa was like, "Oh, well, go get it scanned just to see what's up with it." I'm like, "All right, I forgot because it stopped doing it, so I forgot. I just went to work
Get your
and I did my
own
shit.
Scanner, dog.
And then my grandpa called me. They're expensive. And then my grandpa
yeah,
called
they
me.
are.
My grandpa called me and he was like, "Did you get it scanned?" And I was like,
no.
"No." I was like, "I totally forgot."
Or
Get
no.
he
one
was-
for $50, dog.
He was like, "Well, is it shaking?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Okay, well, I'll scan it on Sunday then." And I was like, "All right, cool." It wasn't until like Tuesday that I was like, "Oh my God, I never told them I wasn't coming. I just didn't show up and never showed up to the mechanic to get my car." I called him
jeez.
and was like, "Would you guys scan it for me?" And he was like, "Yeah, bring it over." So yeah, I suck, basically.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Also, that's a cheap scanner.
Also, I just
Yeah, the
remembered
real
I
one's
seen
like $300.
when we were on
$50
Google Earth.
Santa is gonna be a piece of shit.
I seen Alex's car, and he has one of those. Doon doon. It was the 3rd of September. He has an old man car. I just remembered that. So it really
do
just
have an old man
furthers the
car.
old man narrative.
Dude,
Old man car.
that's a freaking Meccano car. That's what that is.
It's a badass car, but also you look like
That's one of those
you're
cars
a Southern
that-
lawyer on his way to defend somebody.
The Lincoln Lawyer, man.
That's one of
Yeah.
those cars that
You
a
look-
grandma would have for like.
I got
60
it from a
years.
grandma.
And it's just her original buyer, you know.
So this car is it's over 12 years old now. It's over 22
Yeah,
years old.
it's a 2005, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
over 22 years
My
old.
car's older.
And it still only has 50,000 miles on it.
My car's older.
Yeah, but your car
By a
has
year.
much more miles on it.
Your car also has every light on the dashboard.
It does not. It has the engine.
All but two.
Which it can just be cleared. There's nothing wrong with the engine. There's a maintenance required one that's up there. That's just for my cabin air filter that I haven't changed since I
Somebody
got it.
send TJ $1,000 so he can get your name tattooed and fix his fucking car.
I'll just
because
buy a
he
different
drove
car
me-
at this point.
He drove me in his car, and holy shit, that was horrifying. I'm not every light on the dashboard.
Dog, I'm a maintenance man. I know what my car can take. It's a Toyota. Dog, I could drive that shit to freaking Moscow, Russia, and back. One extra light, and guess what? I could do it again this
Underwater.
next day. Underwater, it'll still
The
run.
only reason that thing is still alive is because it's a Toyota.
Done-
It is
done-
hanging on
Dude, it's gripping to life. It wants to live.
desperately.
Listen, it's got fairly new spark plugs in it.
That's crazy.
I'm very, very overdue for an oil change. But if I get an oil change,
Oh,
I
I'm
feel like it's going to
so I'm so bad. It's actually the sludge that keeps it going.
It's yeah. No, that's exactly like when they say that, you know, people don't go to doctors because when they finally go, they find out they have all kinds of shit wrong with them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was fine before.
I was
Nah,
fine before. TJ's car was fine
The
before he
oil,
went to
the
the
oil
mechanic.
sludge is sealing up the cracks in the block, probably.
That's exactly what it is. You change that oil now,
It's,
Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
just
no.
going to start leaking everywhere.
Bro, his engine is coagulating. What
That's
the fuck?
they open it up. Why is there cheese in here?
Why does it have a
Cheese?
heartbeat?
Why does it have a heartbeat?
Is this a dinosaur bone?
Don't let me
reformed?
die.
It's alive.
All right, you monsters. Tell me, what are your final thoughts about the Book of Eli?
I love this movie.
Love this movie. Like I said, top
That's-
100.
Yeah,
Love Denzel
I
Washington.
remembered really liking it. But after I don't think I've ever watched it as an adult. So watching it as an adult, I'm like, yeah, this stands up. This is a banger movie.
It holds.
It
For
holds.
sure.
I agree. I think it held up well.
A little bad CGI, but doesn't even touch the movie.
Random
No, you get
Mila
lost in
Kunis,
the movie.
Still fine with it.
Okay, I will say at the very end, her being like, "Now I'm gonna go to the wasteland." There's no part of me that thinks she's gonna survive. I'm not gonna lie.
She's going to like
she
save
just-
her mom and stuff, I think, is what she
Yeah,
her
she was
goal is.
going to go do exactly what he told her to do when she first joined him. You know, I hate this place, and then change it.
Yeah, she better have God on her side because holy shit,
You know what? I feel
she don't
like,
look like she could take on anything.
I feel like she should have had like a tactical Bible like strapped to her leg or something. I feel like that would have full circled it, you know?
She has a mini Bible.
Yeah, like in a freaking holster on her leg. I feel like that would have been fucking lit.
All right. Well, loving all of it. So, with that in mind, why don't TJ you tell them our socials?
You can find us at everything at Will You Spread the Podcast. That's TikTok. That's fucking YouTube. That's probably Facebook. That you can also check us out on Twitter at The Boys WIS. He's posting on there more now. You can email us at theboys@willyousurvivethepodcast.com. You can send us your thoughts, opinions. You can send us movie recommendations, favorite Bible verse, whatever you want. I don't really care. You can also
That'd
text
be
us. Look in the description. It'll tell you how to do that. You can check out our gaming TikTok that hasn't been updated in a long ass time.
Why shout it out?
I know, right?
Why shout it out?
I'm not gonna tell you what it is. You gotta find it.
Hey, there you go.
What am I missing? You can send me $1,000 and I'll get your name tattooed on me.
And he'll get a new car without all the lights on.
At TJ Needs Your Money on Venmo. You can send your nudes to Alex. He accepts them through AOL.
I find it funny that
AOL.
That's crazy. You've got nudes. I find it funny that we don't shout out the fact that we have like subscription options or anything like that. Consistently, no matter who does it, the thing that we shout out is that if you send TJ $1,000, he will get your name tattooed.
I'm waiting.
It's not support the podcast. This is completely separate.
Mr. Beast,
I want to see
please
this.
send me $100,000.
Does he get his name tattooed on
I
you
will
100 times?
tattoo Mr. Beast, aka Jimmy's entire body on my body.
Well, you heard it here, Mr. Beast. If you want that, which why wouldn't you? Send TJ $100,000.
Please.
Imagine. He's like, here's a contract. You're legally obligated.
Yeah, you can find us on all of the listening platforms. Listen to the podcast. It's good.
If you made it this far, you might as well listen to another one.
If you made it to this
That's
part
right.
2, it's not going to be a two-parter. I do too many two-parters.
I was going to say, ain't no way.
If you made it to this part 4,
There's a lot to unpack in this movie.
15-minute segments.
yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything. I might be.
Nope. Email.
He already did.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
boyswebpocket.com.
Oh, you did. All right. Well,
Send us
with that,
things.
buy our merch.
Buy our merch. You go on to TikTok
Go.
shop and you can find our merch.
Will you survive
All
the podcast?
designed by yours truly.
Just will you survive? Actually, go check
Yeah.
it out. Get yourself a hoodie. Get
Ask
yourself a
Alexa
t-shirt.
about it. She could probably order it for you.
Probably could.
Alexa, order a Will You Survive the Podcast
And-
hoodie.
I know for a fact
It's
at least
Bill
2 of
Mr.
the AIs
Beast.
know of who we are.
Yep.
Gemini and
That's
ChatGPT.
pretty cool.
X does or Grok does.
Let's ask Claude.
Yeah, let us know. Who
All right.
won?
I wasn't keeping any points.
Dude.
I really wasn't.
It's
Really?
against the Constitution. You're fired from the podcast. Give us your
Yep,
hat.
I wasn't keeping points.
Give us your badge and your gun.
Nope.
Yeah, you've been replaced.
Nah,
According to
you're
the
fired too,
Constitution,
Josh.
I have to agree to be
we
fired.
We gotta get a new.
Isn't that
number
some
one fan
shit?
official? You're demoted.
According to the
Number 3.
Constitution, you can't fire me.
Number 3
It
fan
has to
official.
be a unanimous ousting.
I think we
Cozy
think
counts
we-
as 2 votes.
Cozy doesn't count. Cozy likes my feet too much.
it also still doesn't matter because it still wouldn't be unanimous.
That's right.
I think there was some oversight
Doesn't matter. It's too late.
on the making of this bill.
It's already written in cursive and laminated.
Well, I know that's for sure not true because I cannot write in cursive.
I did it.
Mm.
You know I can. I did it with my fucking feather pen. So
Was
go
it
fuck
signed
off.
by a notary?
Politicians
right.
break the law all the time. I'm fine with breaking this constitutional.
I think that was an auto pen.
So what?
Alex,
was-
show us your birth certificate.
Josh said Alex invented cursive.
Show us your birth certificate. Yeah, right. I'm
Yeah,
gonna give you
you-
that information.
You
Dude, the
have
stone is too heavy to
be
drag
a
in
US
here.
citizen to be a host of this.
Oh, I'm a U.S. citizen.
The stone tablet is too heavy to bring in here.
Yeah, I don't.
That's what I'm
he has
saying.
a fucking birth tablet.
I've
That's what
had one made.
I've made this joke like 5 times now, and y'all went over it and then came back around to making that joke.
Don't y'all me. It's them.
I was trying to say for like literally the last like 10 sentences you guys said. I'm like, yeah, his tablet with his birth certificate is going to be too heavy. And I was like, maybe they didn't get it. His stone tablet would be too heavy. And then y'all literally went back and were like, yeah.
Ooh,
and then
I
he brings in his
just thought of
stone
a
tablet
joke.
birth
I
certificate.
just thought of a joke. His birth certificate is a stone tablet.
All right.
All right. I think that just sealed the deal. Winner is Eric.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Dude, that's insane. I would have never thought of that.
All right. I won this episode. Put it in stone.
That's not
You
even a
know,
funny
it
joke,
was
Eric.
it was good until that one. That just went too old.
Okay.
Overplayed.
All right. Well, my
Eric, you're
winner
voted off
speech
the
is I
podcast.
feel like a loser.
Okay, quite the winner speech. TJ, loser speech.
I'm fine with losing.
Okay.
Because, you know,
With that-
in my, if I just, you know, this is the path that God has set me on, and if it is,
Shut
then it so
up.
is should be. And the
Well.
Book of TJ coming out soon.
This is his getting shot moment.
With that,
This is
I'd like to
my Mila Kunis. Where you at?
No!
this movie should have taught us that we need to pay more attention to the little things, be more concerned about the things that we would easily throw away, and maybe pay attention, you know?
And
Don't be so consumed with consumerism.
cat oil, good for your lips.
Nose oil, good
That's-
for your lips.
That's all I took away.
Store that water.
Yeah,
Find those mountain springs.
Yes.
Make sure to hoard every single condiment packet from KFC, including the wipes.
Already done.
Make sure to hoard all ranch because the Europeans will go crazy.
I think US would be crazy.
That's bullshit. but
Yes!
I guess I get it.
You gotta give him that season point as a physical media on a rock.
I'll
Josh,
take it. I don't care.
He needs the physical
On a
coin.
rock
I-
through Eric's window.
I need the fucking point.
Freaking
For-
rock flies
for-
through the window, Eric, imagine.
For you all who didn't hear it, Josh gave me 1 season point, which he is constitutionally allowed to do. He gave me 1 season point for being, well, we're not going to say why because you didn't hear it anyway.
I'll make sure to count that when I count it.
Oh no, I'll say why.
He gave me 1 season point for being the best host on Will You Survive the podcast.
Oh, no,
That's
no,
it.
sir.
Thank you all.
Oh,
we
no,
love
no,
you.
no, sir. That's not
And
what
we
he
will
said.
see you next time.
Try
Until then,
the
stay
oldest
alive.
person alive.
Stay alive.